Meet Canada's top voices in innovation, live in Vancouver at LLLSummit 2025. Featuring Ray Russell, founder of Fresh Slice Pizza.
Please join me in welcoming Ray Russell into the stage.
Thank you, Isabel. My colleague is a little bit generous. Lack of English, for a better word, no English. That's a better word. So thank you so much. I want to thank my previous colleague that prepared everybody for leaderships and other things that make my job a little bit easier here. But I want to bring back everybody to Vancouver, about 200-300 meters from here. 771 Davie and Howe. First Fresh Slice location in 1999 or 2000 basically. It started right here. So pretty much my journey is a little bit of reality. Reading, writing is great. Leadership is great. But practicality, the way I see, way much more than that. And I have done that basically with my life, and I'm hoping to share that with you guys. Pretty much, this year we become 26 years old basically, and we build our company to last. And I want to encourage all of you guys to do the same with whatever brand you do, whatever company you do, and how to do it. I'm going to share with my 20 minutes, and hopefully if you need more information later, we can meet outside. And pretty much the same thing that I'm telling you, it is in our website, in our magazine, Fresh Slice Connection, which we have some outside. You're welcome to take one with you. And the way we see it, last 26 years, we've been foundation to build it to last. Let's go further here. So why we are all here? For sure to learn. We know that. That's right. But lots of times people do things for a profit per se. Profit, the way we see it, should be a result. Why we get up in the morning, why we do things what we do. There is a different answer to that, which I'm going to share with you a little bit on three circle, that I'm hoping that you learn from my experience, that why we have to get up in the morning, why we have to do things we do. So, back in 1999 when I started Fresh Slice, I was in construction and development. Zero experience in food, zero experience in franchise, pretty much zero. Never been in the kitchen one day, never made one pizza. So, but one thing that I knew, that I want to build something to last, and I switched from construction to Fresh Slice. The way I told myself that I'm working about 40 hours hard and honest. Doesn't matter, it's a Niagara construction or Fresh Slice. So the way I see it, working hard and honest, is not that you give somebody a favor. We have to do it for ourselves, for our family, for our country, for a society. So that's given. Now we got that common denominator out. Now, for sure, I checked the business plan for Fresh Slice. It was a beautiful business plan. Better return on investment on construction site. So I told myself, I don't know, I'll learn. And I built some things to last, basically. Doesn't matter if it was construction, I was planning to do the same things. Fresh Slice, I was planning to do the same thing, and I started building the decision based on that. So I started pretty much from zero. Dough mixer, dough sheeter, flours, the whole 9 yards. Typical mama, papa, that's right. But to get up in the morning, not to go making money, to build some things, which I encourage everybody to do the same things. Those are the decisions that you have to make every day. So pretty much, we managed to invent about 20 equipment in last 20-something years. Pretty much, we managed to eliminate royalties and advertising fee, which is a king in the industry. So it's not an overnight success, pretty much. You have to go step by step, build step by step, and go forward. So that's how we manage basically to turn the franchise world upside down from 1999 to now, and going forward basically. So now, is it a hard work? Yes. But my philosophy is balance, balance, balance. I never work 7 days a week. I never gonna work 7 days a week. I'm always working about 40 hours a week. Some week maybe become 45 hours, another week is 35 hours. So for sure, gym is my passion. Cross grind is my passion. I've done over 100, my son did over 100. I did over 1,000 times. So the key here is the balance, guys. So end of the day, as my colleague was mentioning here, you want to enjoy life. That's not a, let's say, question here. That's right. So those are my personal experience that I was hoping when they invite me here to share with everybody. And now, if I may go back here a little bit, just to see what is that video, to resonate what I'm trying to communicate with you guys. I saw this video, it's about 3 minutes long, from Sinek. And I played it in our last convention a few months ago, which my colleague came from coast to coast to coast, not to mention Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America per se. And then, and I showed it to them, so I thought, why not share it with you guys? That's right. So without further ado, let's play this 3 minutes video.
Forward TV, the world is thinking.
All those great leaders and all those great organizations, everything from Martin Luther King to Apple Computers, it doesn't matter. Big companies, small companies in every single industry. All those that command great loyalty, people. Loyalty is a feeling. Loyalty is a feeling, a human feeling. All those that command loyalty from employees and from customers and from investors. Every single one of them, regardless of their industry, thinks, acts, and communicates the exact same way, and it's the complete opposite to everybody else. All I did was write it down. And it's probably the world's simplest idea. I call it the golden circle. It's a bullseye. In the middle is the word why. The center ring is the word how. And the outside ring is the word what. It's this little idea that distinguishes those that survive those 3 years, and more importantly, it's this little idea that is able to inspire people to join you in your pursuit. Every single organization on the planet knows what they do. You know the products you sell and the services you offer. Some organizations know how they do what they do. These are the things that we think make us special or better or stand out from our competition. But not very many organizations can clearly state why they do what they do. And by why, I don't mean to make a profit, that's a result. By why, I don't mean to have an exit strategy. By why, I mean what's your purpose, what's your cause, what's your belief? Why does your organization exist? Why did you get out of bed this morning? And why should anyone care? As a result, the way we think, the way we act, the way we communicate is from the outside in. We tell people what we do, we tell them how we do it, and we expect some sort of behavior, a purchase, support, a vote, working hard. But all the inspired leaders, those with the capacity to inspire, every single one of them, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, thinks, acts, and communicates from the inside out. They all start with why. I use Apple very frequently because they're easy to understand and we all get it. If Apple were like everyone else, a piece of communication from them would sound like this. We make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? That's normal. Here's our new technology company. We have these features and that features, and we're better than our competition in this way. We're simpler and have a better user interface. Choose us. This is normal. Here's our law firm. We have all the best lawyers. We went to all the best schools. We win all of our cases. Choose us. This is the norm. But all the inspiring leaders and all the inspiring organizations do it differently. This is how Apple actually does it. They start here. Everything we do, they say, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? Totally different, right? It feels different. You want to join me in this pursuit, not because my computers are better, but because you believe what I believe.
I really enjoyed that video. I've watched it maybe 20 times. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now, what I was trying to accomplish by playing that video for you guys, whatever you do, basically, if you want to build it to last, you need to do the same. That why you get up in the morning, why those decisions you make, is it just for profit, or you're going to build it to last? Then for sure, how we do it is we have to make those decisions. Right now, at Fresh Life, we chose to go different directions. Rather than, let's say, making the dough mixer in a restaurant, we centralized it, we invented some equipment, and we went that direction. At the end, we sell a slice. Would you like one? And other people sell a slice, pretty much. So now, one thing that I want to again encourage you guys, being entrepreneur and doing all this is not for everybody. I had a colleague outside was brought two of his sons that they're here. So I tell my son that basically it's not that I'm doing entrepreneurship, you have to do entrepreneurship. For that matter, we have a program, personality profile, written by Dr. Hartman, that when people want to join our organization, doesn't matter buy a franchise or when we want to hire them as a management, we give them that personality profile before they come to head office. And we tell them that's, we're trying to learn about them to see what direction should we direct them. Let's say that position is work for them, doesn't work for them, or for that matter, that program divides people to 4 categories. All categories are good. Nothing is wrong with this category or that category, but Dr. Hartman recommend that 2 of the categories should not become entrepreneur. And I can swear by it how accurate it is. And Dr. Hartman is a renowned psychologist. So some of the tools are available to you. You could use that to see, do you want to go that direction? You don't want to go that direction before you spend your $400,000, $500,000, or for that matter, your career, your livelihood, which is the most important. So those programs are available to you. You could use them, pretty much. So in a nutshell, that's what I get up in the morning to basically, why I get up to do a better company, to build it to last, to be different, to be unique. Shouldn't be your normal company. So, and I recommend for you guys to do the same for your firm. So, in a nutshell again, some of the Fresh Slice how we do things. That's right. Hopefully, this slide is available to you guys. Maybe take it and then, for that matter, customize it to your brand, to your needs. Now, let's say if you don't want something to build to last, maybe you join an organization and join their team to follow their vision, mission, values. Our vision, mission, values are written right in our magazine outside on a big page, in a big frame, in every office, in every Fresh Slice. For that matter, today, my team was in a franchise show in Quebec. And then we were with some colleague, we were talking before I come here, and then I was telling him the same things, and we did a FaceTime, and they were very busy. I told them, we go with the frame, with our vision, mission, value, to the franchise show. That's right. That we says, okay, this is our vision, this is our mission, this is our culture. If you share these, please join us. Otherwise, please don't join us. So we are that serious, and I encourage everybody to be that serious about their vision, mission, value, and culture. So, any question how to start, how to do things, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you.
For sure, in the last 6 years, you built a successful business. My question to you is, during the last 6 years, any mistakes you made? And you want to give people from this era advice, don't do it.
Boy, I don't know how much time you guys have. Tons of mistake. Remember, someone, let's say, like myself, who started from zero, didn't have much experience, you make lots of mistakes. But anything that doesn't kill you make you stronger pretty much. The attitude should be those 3 circles. Not that you're not going to make a mistake. You're going to make a mistake on hiring, on firing, on granting a franchise. That's right. And then the things that I'm sharing with you today, these are kind of last 5 years, we brought it more streamlined. First 20 years, we were spinning our wheels. We open one, close one, we open few, we make money. So in another way, we didn't have all these personality profile, those 3 circles properly. That's right. And then as a result, the way I say those are mistakes, that I should have done that 20 years ago. If we would have done that 20 years ago, probably would have been much more successful. Go ahead.
You speak of values. I'd like to hear the process that you went through in order to come up with your values. And then the corollary question would be, how often do you revisit your values and potentially change them or adjust them?
Very good questions, and I'm glad you asked, because I've got here Rob Ill, who's the father of our vision, mission, value, culture. He's a colleague, consultant, who worked for Disney and a few other peoples. And then about 5-6 years ago, he approached me and he mentioned, Ray, I'd like to help you build a better brand. And then I go to different locations. He lived downtown, and there is inconsistency in different location. I says, okay, go and then see what you can come up. So Rob and his assistant went to a number of locations, speak to head office with number of people, and then they came back and it says that, pretty much nobody knows Fresh Slice vision, mission, value, culture. And I says, what are you talking about? It's written in our agreement, in the franchise agreement. He says, I'm sure it's written somewhere, but nobody knows. I says, what shall we do? I says, well, we make a nice frame, and then pretty much we give it to all the location, we train them, and then hopefully they follow the vision, mission, values. So great, that's an easy fix. So we pay Rob $10,000 for consulting. We made a nice frame. We send it to all the locations, and then a year later, things didn't move. Needle didn't move. So I called Rob. I said, Rob, you robbed me $10,000. I said, what's happened? I said, well, the needle is not moving. Things are again inconsistent. So he came back this time again. He was nice enough to go on the house. And then we came up with another frame, that knowing, understanding are 5%. We call them holy book. Actioning them, it's a 95%. That's right. Then basically we put it again, give to all the location, and we became a little bit more serious about it. And then, and unfortunately, it's not as simple as it is. The 5% was there, the 95% then started getting pushback. So to make a long story short, we went through 20 debranding, 20 firing in the head office. And then, so we visit them as much as we can, we enforce them as much as we can, but overall doesn't change much. The culture, for example, Fresh Slice, which is partnership, productivity, efficiency, that's how we do things. That's how we make money per se. That's right. And then, so we're trying to bring it home. Does it change slightly? Yes, it does. But we try to bring those vision, mission, values home day in, day out. Go ahead.
My son is 12 years old, and his favorite pizza in the whole world is fresh sliced pizza.
Great.
And his life treatment, I'm not making this up, is to
Thank you.
own and operate a fresh slice franchise. He's already told me this. What kind of advice would you give to young entrepreneurs like my son in Canada?
Well, I tell him to basically, I'll go to our website. We have under our franchise, there is a comparison business plan. That's right. That's how I got involved in Fresh Slice, because of the business plan. The way I see it, you work hard and honest, doesn't matter whatever you do, from 12 years old going forward. Look at our business plan. For that matter, there is another site called franchisehub.ca, which they have our Fresh Slice business plan, and they have a number of other business plans, which is in our magazine here. Grab a magazine, give it to him, please, and tell him just play with different business plan. I've told my son the same things, that he can even write an Excel different business plan. And then how we see it, whatever they like. They like computer, they like music, they like whatever. That's right. Plan it. The difference, I want to share something again with you guys. It's a little bit personal. Back in 1999, basically, I have an older brother who's a university graduate, and Persians, being Persian, and always they think the elders are wiser, which is to some degree. And we had a disagreement with him that how to run a company, Fresh Slice basically. He says he wants to do his own company. Call us Second Slice. Fresh Slice, Second Slice. So that's fair, nice and dandy. And then pretty much he started that one. I continue with Fresh Slice. Then, so to make a long story short, even from one location to two locations, close the second location, then went to first location, then open another one, then close all of them. Then when the pandemic hit, to make a long story short, we are at one right now. And 0 franchise sold. So, and the difference between me and him, mainly, I work with business plan. I go with plan. That's right. I work less than him per se. He worked much more than me. He compromised his health. He compromised his family health per se. And then I work less than about 40 hours a week average per se. And then I just work with the plan. And I encourage the son the same thing, work with the business plan. Thank you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Mr. Wessel, last time you were here, I asked you a question, I'm assuming about a year and a half was it, and it was mainly about what role does chance have in your specific success. So I'm curious if that answer has changed over the last.
I remember last time I answered, there's no luck. That's right. I haven't seen luck. If you see luck, say hello to him. That's right. End of the day, honestly, success is much easier than you think. Success is easy. What's easier? Failing. That's right. And how I see it, being positive. My earlier colleague was talking about that even if you're 5% part of solution, give your best. Don't play victim with that, government did that, the other guy, partner did the other one, landlord did this. The way I see it, that's all. That's all you need. And I'm a good example of that. That's right. If I can pretty much do it with $5, no English, no family, no documentation per se. That's right. Pretty much anybody can do it. But I haven't seen luck per se. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for I just wanted to ask you, use that to like speak tears. Which part of your trying to cut the distance, which period of time was the hardest part? Like that starting,
That's an easy question, actually.
What exactly motivated you doing that those 6 years?
I thought probably if you hire people, pay them well, they follow the guideline. That's not the case whatsoever. HR department. That's the most difficult part of for me, that was the most difficult part, to train people, to recruit the right people that follow your culture, that they share your vision, mission, value. That's right, which is the most challenging. If they don't have a skill, it's okay. You can teach them. But if they don't have an attitude to follow your culture, vision, mission, value, you need to be a brain surgeon. And as far as I know, even if you are a brain surgeon, still you cannot do brain transplant. So.
And may I ask that I want, is there anything that you don't want to keep going? What exactly motivates you? Because it's fun.
What motivates me, basically, as I said, is not a profit whatsoever. I never work for money. I never think about money. That's right. Again, those three circles. That's right. To create something to last, to make it unique, to basically engage people, to share that vision, mission, value with me. And I tell that to everybody, that the guy wants to, last year we had 10,000 applicants. If you share this, join me. And if you don't share, please don't join me. So, young lady, go ahead.
My question is about entrepreneur planning, the desire to move forward, to have course, to develop and to learn everything that you have to do. And my question about it is, if you always had this in your life, or if you had to build it by your life play, if you believe in Helen, if you believe this play called the partner came with you when you born, or everybody can earn this play?
Very good question that I brushed on it a little bit earlier. According to me, and I like to associate myself with Dr. Hartman, although I don't know him much, that you're born with entrepreneurship. Your DNA is entrepreneurship or it's not. And when you do that personality profile test, and then it tells you that you are or you're not, that's right. And I encourage everybody that, let's say, if they are, go toward that. And if you're not, don't go toward that. Because at the end of the day, we want to have a healthy lifestyle. Entrepreneurship is one way of it. Nobody says entrepreneurs are the most successful one or the most, let's say, healthy one per se. So according to Dr. Hartman, you're born with that DNA. And according to him, when you do the test, that you need to answer it as you were youth, you were a teenager. There's 25 questions for answers. And then it tells that when you grow up, when you migrate, when you get divorced, married, whatever, lots of filter come front of it. It says you need to go back to your core, that when you're answering those questions, because they want to know what's your core. Say core doesn't change much, maybe change 5%. That's right. So you need to go back to your core, basically. So I guess my time is up here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
October 19th, 2025, UBC Innovation Center, Vancouver.